Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back at you again, and I think the theory that we said the first game, I think it applies. I really think as a whole, especially Anthony Edwards, there's something to say about their conditioning. It looks like those brothers are really gassed, and I'm trying to be nice about it. These brothers were literally out there just moping and groping around. Like, I don't know what we were watching. I don't know what we saw, but it really looked like Anthony Edwards ran out of gas in the third and fourth quarter. It really looked like Julius Randle had no more gas from the last game. It really looked like Jaden McDaniels was the only one that had a little spring in his step. Even Nas Reed looked like he was out of gas. There was no one that looked good. Nickel looked good. I'll say that. Nickel looked good. Nas had 10 points, but it was a quiet 10. I know Anthony Edwards has 32, but it was a very quiet 32. He took 26 shots. You know what I mean? He didn't even shoot that great. I just don't think this is a good matchup. I don't think this team really matches up well with them. At least they haven't the first two games. I think Rudy Gobert is getting exposed, even though he's been trouncing everybody else. But now he's got two big body centers that can handle him. So that's what happens when you get size on size. It neutrals out. Now guys like Holmgren are able to just get down and dirty because guess what? What's his name? Randall is not big enough to guard a brother like that. Chet Holmgren's just taller, lengthier, and quicker than him at this point in his career. Chet Holmgren drops 22 on your head. Jalen gives you 26. And the MVP, SGA, gives you 38 points. You ain't gonna beat that. Just between him and Holmgren, those brothers gave you 60 points. Just between those two brothers. And you add their third big star, that's 90 points almost, right? 86 points between their three. 86 points between three guys. That is a box score of most teams' full games, guys. And three players dropped that. But if you look everywhere else, you got nothing from your bench. You got 9 points from your bench. And then you got, 6 and then 9 from your starters. So if you, let's put it this way. If those three guys were playing down to earth, the Timberwolves win this game. Because if you look everywhere else, let's say those three players were unavailable for this game. You got 9 plus 9, that's 18, plus 6, 24 points everywhere else, guys. So three guys gave you 86 points, and you got 24 points from everybody else. 9, 10 other players gave you 24 points, guys. Think about that. So all these people that are saying that the Timberwolves are done, Timberwolves got no chance, I don't see that. I still think that there's an avenue where these brothers can come back and at least win a game. Because three brothers give you 86, almost 90 points. That is literally unheard of in this century. That's just something that doesn't happen. I'm even baffled by myself seeing it. How is this possible? And then you look over here, you got 4 guys in double digits. The bench, they showed up a little bit. It gave you almost 40 points on the bench, right? Ant gives you 32. Really, Julius Randle needs to show up. You need Julius Randle to be the second star, and Jaden McDaniels gives you 22. Julius Randle needs to give you at least 20. And that's the ball game. That's why they lost, because the brother didn't show up. If he gives you 20 points, it's at least a 1-point game. And then maybe he rises to the occasion and you can get another bucket elsewhere. The point is, this brother didn't show up in arguably the biggest game of his career. So I just don't know. All I can say is they're going back to Minnesota and they have a chance to even up the series at home. If they lose even one game at Minnesota, it is over. And they're going to finish it out. But I don't think they're going to get swept. I think they're going to find a way to win one game at least. I think if they're going to win a game, it's going to be game 3. If they lose game 3, guys, they're going to get swept. And it's just so hard to come back down 3-0. It's just impossible. And if it does happen, you know that it was written that way. So we're going to call this game out tomorrow. But as of right now, I'm still riding with the T-Wolves. They got to steal a game eventually. Ain't no way they're getting swept. I could be wrong, but how are they going to go through the Lakers and the Warriors just to get swept right now? How the NBA going to do that to us? If that was going to happen, I'd rather see the Lakers in this position or the Warriors or some other team. Because let's be honest, the Lakers and the Warriors match up better with Oklahoma, or against Oklahoma, I should say. More so the Lakers, because they got a little more size. But right now, the Timberwolves are getting exposed with Rudy Gobert. If they had Karl Anthony Towns is actually made for this series. You would have had two big twin towers to cover their twin towers. Now you're outmatched. And that's what it is. They're getting killed on the rebounds. And it almost feels like the Timberwolves ain't even trying on the rebounds. Well, it was pretty even that game, but for the first game, the T-Wolves were just getting killed. Turnovers, they had 8 more turnovers the T-Wolves did. They need to keep those turnovers down. That's killing them. 8 more turnovers, that's the ball game. That's 8 possessions you gave them. You take those 8 possessions away, and let's say they don't score on those 8 possessions, it's a ball game. Let's say they don't get those 8 possessions and Julius Randle shows up. You win the game. That's my point. This series isn't over, guys. They're trying to make you think that. Everyone's going to go against the T-Wolves next game, but we're going to call that out tomorrow. Tonight, we got the Pacers versus the Knicks. And the Knicks are at home again. That crowd is going to go crazy. But the problem is, are they going to be able to shake off what happened to them? Are they going to be able to come back and act like none of that happened? Because that's the only way they're going to win. They got to pretend that 2 days ago they didn't lose a 30-point lead in the last seconds of overtime. I mean, if it's real, I wouldn't be able to come back from it. I'm telling you right now, as humans, how do you come back from that catastrophe, that embarrassment? How? I don't see an avenue of it. But who knows? Look at this point line. Look at this. 5.5 points. Game 1, they only had 3.5 points the Knicks were, guys. What is Vegas trying to tell us here? Whatever it is, I don't like it. And I'm still looking. I think the Knicks are going to win this game, though. And then they're going to go back to Indianapolis. And then Indiana is going to take over when they go back. But I think New York's going to win this game, game 2. But then again, the more I think about it, because it's just so hard as a team to come back from losing that way, especially when you were gassed. But I don't think Brunson's going to be in foul trouble again. I think he's going to play cleaner and be on the floor longer. And because the Knicks, they got to win a game at home. They can't go down 2-0 going to Indianapolis. They just can't let it happen. I'm picking the Knicks to win the night, and then we'll go from there, boys. Other than that, thanks for watching. Don't